Make yourself seem relatable, like you know how hard acne is and you've tried everything. And this one actually works.
I'm a big person that believes that life is a series of small decisions, and those small decisions led me to the path I'm at.
Sunday Riley, a semi-popular skincare brand, has recently come under fire from the government, FTC, for posting fake reviews and buying fake followers. They also requested employees create fake profiles, writing deceptive things in order to increase sales and bury negative reviews. Fun times. Around 6 months ago, I posted this video discussing dishonest beauty companies that actually made decent products. The first I want to talk about is Sunday Riley. And as an acne sufferer, this hurts me bad. CEO directly or somebody else was instructing employees on leaving fake reviews specifically for a product and talking about how it cleared their skin or how it cleared their acne. This is just shady, obviously, for so many reasons, and unfortunately it creates further consumer distrust. But it looks like the problem was more than skin deep. See what I did there? I don't know what I'm doing. If you've been anywhere on the internet recently, you've probably heard about Sunday Riley's popularity. Influencers seem to be talking about it all the time. A lot of people have things to say about it, and especially beauty magazines or beauty publications are always ranting and raving about it. But you'll notice that the reviews are usually extremely good or extremely bad. And I've actually had a lot of people on my channel ask me if the products are any good or if I can review them. Now, what's interesting is that it seems that before the fake reviews were exposed, Sunday Riley was sending products to influencers and to editors at magazines so that they could write about them and get publicity. Now, this is not inherently bad. It's happened throughout the entire history of magazines and publication, and it's now an industry called social media marketing. So again, not necessarily a horrible thing, but what Sunday Riley asked her employees to do was. This is why the FTC has investigated Sunday Riley after a Reddit person alerted them. This is someone who apparently used to work at Sunday Riley and no longer does, but still wanted to create a profile that was anonymous because apparently Sunday Riley has a vengeance. In this post, they attached an email that explained what Sunday Riley herself, as well as her company, was asking employees to do. Specifically, asking them to create fake profiles, to create comments that seemed natural and not planted, and to actually use a VPN, a virtual private network, so that these comments could not be linked back to the company. Basically, on the internet, you leave trails, you leave breadcrumbs. And using a VPN allows me to sit here in the Bay Area, but have my location set as India or Venezuela or Canada so that I can't be traced properly. And apparently, Sunday Riley went to the lengths to instruct her employees to do this while posting their 3 reviews plus per week and disliking comments that said negative things so that they could be wiped off of the Sephora site or buried down below. This honestly makes me wonder, out of the 2,000 reviews on some of these products on Sephora.com, how many are actually real? But wait, let's take a step back. The founder of Sunday Riley, named Sunday Riley, is just like you and I, right? The reason she even started her skincare line in Texas is because she was sick of paying for expensive products that didn't work. She was really fed up with the industry, and she was a chemist who decided to create her own line to solve these problems and create products that were actually efficacious, that people could afford and that could be credible. It's women like this that I am personally inspired by. And to be honest, I root for her. But if her product is really that good, and if it's really different from everything else on the market, why do you need to pay for reviews? Why do you need to buy social media followers? And why do you need to dishonestly force your employees to write these fake reviews? The truth, in the way that I see it, is that as a cosmetic chemist, she saw money in the industry, allegedly. And she decided to create some formulas, yes, with potent actives, but that are largely overpriced just to capture market share. It's honestly very similar to all of the brands that she claimed she was trying to get away from. Now, personally, when I look at the ingredients, they seem decent, but not revolutionary, and not worth $150 for an 80 milliliter serum. And what do non-biased people and actual customers think? We may never know, because how do we sift out the fake reviews from the real ones? And even beyond Sunday Riley, why is Sephora not taking ownership of this? Why have they not come out with a statement? And why are they not filtering these comments more properly? So Sunday Riley did save a lot of money initially by handing products off to influencers and sending them to magazine writers instead of paying for marketing. And again, this is a good strategy, and no one can really knock you for that as long as the influencers and the editorial writers are being honest. And this is where it personally gets funny for me. Sunday Riley has reached out to me multiple times asking to send me products, and they never did. Now, let's be frank, I wasn't mad or bitter about this, but it became a little bit suspicious after the third time, especially since I make our policy on being cruelty-free and honest about reviews very clear to every brand every time. And it's funny that the Sunday Riley products never showed up. After I send our policy on honesty, no response, no reply. Nonetheless, after the third time of this happening, I didn't want to let being an influencer go to my head. Being an influencer, like whatever that even means. So I went out and I bought my own products. These are the products that I purchased, such as the CEO cream and the A+ serum, and I have swatch tested these. But full transparency, I have not given them a good run on my skin. Why not, you might ask? Well, because the skin takes 28 days to renew. In order to give you, my beautiful butterfly family, the full results and maintain my policy on honesty, I would have to try these products exclusively on my skin for 30 days. And I haven't had a chance or the interest in doing that to my skin yet. So back when I got these earlier this year, probably January, February, upon initial impressions, again, the formulas are pretty nice. They're a little bit over fragranced, and they're kind of what you would expect from a line at Sephora for like $30 to $50. But not for like $90 to $150, which is what they're actually being sold for. In the back of my mind, I wonder if Sunday Riley knew this as well, which is why they instructed employees to lie for the past 2 years. Not only that, but apparently they've been buying likes on social media too. They have like 300,000 followers, and to be honest, the engagement that they get on social just doesn't seem like it should be that high. And again, who am I to talk? I only have 45,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm sure that pretty much half of them are dead because of that one time that I jumped off the internet in 2015, and that other time that I hired someone else to run my socials, and that really backfired. But nonetheless, you would expect that for the amount of popularity that they have to actually see those socials rank a little bit higher. So the government investigated and actually found multiple emails and multiple reasons that they had basically committed fraud, allegedly. And after this, you would think that if a company sold products under false pretenses and lied about marketing claims, that they should recall the products or refund customers who were dissatisfied, right? Apparently not. Sunday Riley has agreed to settle with the FTC over these allegations that the company faked reviews on Sephora's website just to boost their clout and sales for almost 2 years. But they don't need to notify consumers. No refunds are being given, and as of now, there's no notification, no apology, nothing. And this kind of makes me wonder, as a consumer, is anything really going to change? I understand as a small business that it's hard to succeed in this world of social media. It is hard to be different, and it is hard to stand up for what you believe in. And I get that being a small chemist with a mission can be difficult, especially when it feels like everyone else is against you. But in my eyes, it's about what you go through and how that shapes you, and your perseverance that matters, not about how you can sneak or lie or buy your way into a success story. Maybe Sunday Riley will post an apology or an explanation on their social media within the upcoming weeks. Maybe they'll stay silent. Either way, I really hope that something more happens, because as of anything, this is a lesson to other brands that, hey, you can be shady and get away with it. As an article, I think it was BuzzFeed mentioned, the real losers here are the brands who are trying to go about this honestly, as well as the consumers who are trying to treat their skin right and just don't know better. Have you purchased any Sunday Riley products, and will you purchase any in the future? There also seems to be a campaign or an opportunity on October 25th for the general population to send complaints or requests to the FTC. I'll leave a link to that below. And if you've purchased any Sunday Riley products or know someone who has, first off, send them this video if you appreciate it, because the YouTube algorithm isn't on my side as of recent, and apparently my computer isn't either. But I think it makes sense to try to have open conversations and come up with ways that we as consumers can protect ourselves. You know, just to make sure that skin education and real product reviews are available to those who are looking at it. I love you, beautiful butterflies. My broken camera and janky computer love you as well, and cannot wait to see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.